curiosity, go ahead and check your inventory.
I wonder if this particular title name, if these words mean anything to you.
Do I recognize that name?
Which one?
Defiance? Zeta Days?
You recognize Zacetes, but Defiance you're unfamiliar with.
Does this, I mean, aside from the fact that it's burned, does this look like an old piece of parchment?
Sure. You spent your time around books, you would know. The paper is colored. I mean, it is burnt, as you're saying, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you do notice that the paper is kind of yellowed, as though it was probably old before it was burned. I'm gonna have you go ahead and roll intelligence. You don't have religion, but go ahead. But you know things. Go ahead and roll intelligence. Okay. You do know that Windrunner is the title that goes with followers of the Windrunner Guardian, an air magic. It's sort of an higher tier member of that order.
This is quite interesting. I show it to... Oh wait, no I don't. Just kidding. Harmony can't... Yeah, okay. I'll read it to Harmony. Windrunner, Watcher, Defiance, Zetates the Magnificent. Have you heard of such an individual, Harmony?
Doesn't sound familiar.
Based on the name, I would assume that this is a gloamling, and one of my predecessors. Since they share the Zetates name. This would suggest that Temperance was not the first to come to the overworld.
Don't remember us ever saying he was.
You all hear it creak as the northern door opens and Gorm steps in.
Curiosity jumps, and his wings flutter.
I walk over to see what he's doing.
Look about the room.
Huh?
I'm just looking about this room.
Okay. You open up the room, and you see a bedroom. Like the main room, it's rather sparse in furniture, but there is a large bed in the center. Very beautiful. It has soft pillows and a very decorative comforter. You do see that there's also a chest on the far side of the room.
Is there a lantern in this room that I can look for and light?
There's not. There really is not much here except like the very bare minimum.
I go to look around the fireplace.
I really like this map. How like once you've seen a thing, it doesn't go away, but if it's not in your line of sight, it's kind of grayed out.
Yeah, is that Fog of War? Is that what Fog of War does?
It's neat.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have to start using it.
However, as you all begin stepping out,
Also, I put that note in my bag.
okay.
Oh, so you took the note from me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Apparently everything that I think is interesting I just put into my bag instantaneously.
He's a
Well, then-
regular pickpocket.
Well, then you probably should put the painting in the inn in your bag as well, because I think that note references that the gloamling in that particular picture. Oh great, there's something. Oh no.
Something bad happening.
I am blissfully.
Well, you should tell Curiosity your theory in person, in character, later.
I might, just not yet, because I think there might be something big coming through the floor.
With a loud kakoosh, you hear the floor erupt in the corner, and you see something crawling on its hands, and as it emerges from something underneath, and it just screams loudly and starts flailing its four arms around all of you. You're gonna roll initiative now.
Wow, that is terrifying.
Remarkably shrill and loud fairy scream.
How do we do initiative again? It's been a bit.
Yep, gotta remember it myself. Give me a moment.
To arms, comrades, we have evil afoot.
My dramatic moment is being ruined by technical difficulties. Hold on.
Doo-doo-doo.
John will kill you.
It dawned on me after I said second note.
That's not justifiable homicide. Well, he was singing the Jeopardy theme, Your Honor. I might berate you.
I didn't say it had to be like real life killing. You could just kill him in this fight.
Yes, I dare you. If you want to do that, do it. I will roll whatever stats will happen for the next character, and I will play them, even if they are low intelligence, and you will love it.
Okay, cool. That's how you do it. Alright, everyone go ahead and roll initiative, and I will put your numbers in the thing.
I assume that's like dexterity or something.
Yes, dexterity initiative if you have it.
Wait, what?
Didn't that thingy already do it for everybody?
What are the numbers it came up with?
It did, but it doesn't make any sense. Mostly I just use it to put you all on the board, so I don't have to write your names out.
I made a really bad roll. I wonder if those stunt points can help the roll in any way.
But if you want, we can also edit it as well, Zeri.
Sorry?
This is some epic music.
If only it was as epic when it was supposed to be.
Okay, now remember, don't hurt yourselves because I won't heal you. Unless your name starts with Vinda.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind. Still got one more thing to do.
Where are the combat stunts?
Okay, curiosity.
Combat stunts are on page 36 of the book if you need them.
Yes, what is Curiosity doing?
What did he roll for initiative?
7?
Gorm?
I got a 9. Do I get to use stunt points?
Not for initiative.
Head mask.
Olaf?
12?
Harry?
A very German 9?
That's several of us with 9. What's up that?
How many?
I rolled a 9.
Harmony?
Kylar? Hello? Are you there?
And it looks like he got a 15.
And that he died.
Apparently. And Vinda?
9.
Well, unfortunately, Dead Harmony is going first. You there? Okay. As the creature bursts through the floorboard, sending splinters of wood everywhere, Harmony is so surprised by it that he is
He
frozen
said his
solid.
computer just crashed.
Then he is frozen solid in fear. We're gonna move to Olaf.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to fight in this game. I'm looking up the... unsheath a weapon, pull out a potion.
So you have,
Move object, or a move action.
you have a move action, you have a minor action, and a major action.
Wait, we only have 2, right?
Yes, sorry. You have a major, you have a minor, and a free action.
Okay. We can do two minor actions, though, right?
If
Can't
you
we?
sacrifice your major action, yes.
Okay, well, because it says ready is a move or a minor action to unsheath a weapon, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll use my other minor action to move out into the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to right there. That's gonna do it for my turn.
All right. That makes it the creature's turn. So, as Olav runs to meet at the creature, you now getting an up close view. You can see the creature is made entirely of bones, and it's got some sort of old dusty mess hanging off of these bones. You can't quite tell if it's like paper or cloth or something, but it just hangs off. It has a lower jaw with filled rows of teeth, and it snarls and screams at you as it goes for an attack.
Ew.
Yeah, like I said, high-pitched fairy scream. Very appropriate.
So that's an 18 to hit.
What does that mean?
So, if that goes over your defense, it hits you.
Defense. Yes, my defense is 13.
Okay.
Does does my shield get added in there automatically, or do I add the shield to the number in the circle? Like, is it already in there?
So below defense, it says shield. You put that there, and that only applies if you've stated you've taken your shield out.
Yeah. That's what I did before I ran into the room.
No, I believe you. It's more for, like, if you're surprised kind of thing. I assume if you're in combat that you've put it out, but, like, if you're surprised, you wouldn't add that number.
Okay, so what I'm asking is that number already added into the total, or do I have to take the number in the circle and add it to the shield number?
Oh, no, you add the shield number to the circle number.
No, that's not right, because I deleted it and it changed this number in the circle, so it does add it in there.
Oh, handy.
Okay, all right, so it's 13 with my shield.
Okay, so you take 7 points of damage. Now, if you have any armor, some of that will be absorbed. So, what do you have in your armor?
Okay, my armor says 4.
Okay, so you take 3 damage.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to disarm you. So, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
With your sword, whatever it is you're using to fight right now.
Yeah.
The auto summoning macro broke.
Yeah, I see that. Hold on. It's screaming at me. It's broken! It's broken! Okay, you manage to resist, and you hold on. As the creature takes one of his arms and tries to whip away your sword, you hold her grip as you see its second arm going in for the next attack.
Somebody help! This thing's really gross and big.
So it is a 9 to hit you.
No, my defense is 13.
Alright, as you get grip of the sword, you duck as the next pair of arms whoosh, over your head.
How many attacks does this thing get?
Vinda, you're up.
Madness.
Well, Kyler told me what he wanted to do, or are we just gonna skip him until the end?
I'm also back.
Oh, you're back.
Okay. Magic is complicated.
What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna try downdraft on it. Figure out how to do that.
So you should just be able to click on the spell name and it will go for you. Okay. So, Vinda, you pop out of, or you come up behind your friend. You come up behind Ari, and as you see the monster, you, in a panic, desperately try and cast a spell, but you just send a gust of wind, a small little poof out in front of you as the spell fizzles out in your hands. That's your major action. Do you want to move? Still have your minor actions left.
Where to move to, though? Probably away.
Alright. Gorm.
Okay. So let's see. Your speed yards. Okay, so I did say I had my bow out when I went up to the door before we all went in here in the first place. So I just wanted to make that clear. So I would like to knock an arrow and fire at this thing.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack.
This is 100% short range.
Alright.
Some points real quick.
That will hit.
I can't disarm it, I don't think.
Does not help holding a weapon currently. You're watching as it's just striking claws at your brother, forcing him. And your brother is doing a fairly good job of parrying and ducking, but he is just digging in.
Okay, I have 4 stun points, so am I able to use multiple stunts at once or just one?
You can spend your points as however you see fit, but you only have 4 to spend.
Okay, that's easy. Then, let me just make sure here. Yep. I want to do Mighty Blow and Pierce Armor. So I get to see the target's armor rating is halved, rounded down versus his attack. And I inflict an extra 1d6 damage on my attack.
I'll say, just so that you're aware, Pierce Armor makes it so that, like, if, for example, you had missed the attack, you would hit it.
Wait, no, it says it's against its armor, not its defense.
Yeah,
Right.
so the damage reduction is halved, rounded down.
You are correct. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that. So go ahead and roll your damage, and then roll an extra d6. Alright, 9 points of damage. Ching! An arrow flies above your head, Olaf, and you see it pierce through one of the rib cages of the creature. It knocks it back a little bit, but it keeps its focus on you. Airy.
I'm going to ready my weapons, my short sword and dagger, and then I'm going to charge.
All right.
And my speed is 11, so that means I can move how many squares?
5.
Okay, so 5 total, so that would be a total of 3. Okay, yeah, that's...
I think it's 6.
Rounded down.
No,
Okay,
you
so
even
that'll
round
be
it down.
That's fine.
Might
His-
actually.
His speed is 11. Rounded down, that's 5. 6 plus 5 is
Yeah,
11.
No, but
The 11 is in yards, though,
yeah.
so it's 33 feet.
Oh, that's a good point. We gotta convert these. We gotta convert all of our stuff to feet, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So, like, if the squares are 5 feet,
You can move 3
6
squares.
squares.
Okay. That's fine. 3 squares is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get to here anyways on an almost flanking maneuver, and then attack with
You
my
get a +1.
yeah. But it's not going to let me put it on there, so it's 14 plus 1. So a total of 15 to attack.
Yep, that will hit.
And is his dexterity lower than mine?
What is your dexterity?
Plus 1.
Indeed, it is.
So my dexterity is higher than his?
Yes.
Okay, then I will just adjust it here. I'll use my pinpoint attack feat as a rogue or talent as a rogue and use it. For pathetic damage.
I wish I had paid attention to that because I could have done that too.
That's a pretty average roll.
Yeah, it's not bad. And that's about all I can do. Yep, that's about all I got.
You're using daggers, correct? Short sword.
Short sword.
Alright, so you seeing Vinda panic above you, you leap into action and you go charging in, sink your sword into one of the lower sort of abdomen parts right below its ribcage. And as you do, you see the creature's angry eyes shift from Olav onto you and it snarls at you. Curiosity.
I'll have to roll up a dwarf one of these days so I can say, "Bring your pretty face to my axe."
And Vinda, did you remember to mark off the magic points you used to cast that spell?
Yeah.
Okay, I will move. Guess I'll move behind Airy, and then I will attempt to cast Water Whip. Let's see if I can do anything with those stun points.
Actually, you can quite a bit.
You can't choose the same stunt twice, can you?
I don't believe so.
No, you cannot. You can spend your points however you like, but you can't do the same thing twice.
Okay.
Per turn, right?
Per turn.
Not per encounter or something?
Like every round, if you wanted to attempt to disarm something, you could, as long as you had stun points. But you couldn't attempt to disarm him twice if you had 4 stun points.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll use imposing spell.
Yeah, for this you'd have to use spell stunts. So
Although I sort of want to do skillful casting, so it reduces the cost by 1. I guess I'll do that.
you could do skillful casting and mighty spell. You do have 4 stun points.
Yeah, but the water whip itself doesn't do damage, or would that cause it later to do more damage on its first hit or something? Because this just summons the weapon and I have to attack with it later.
Yep. Learning the spells. Here we go. You are correct. So, yes, okay. And then do you want to do anything with your minor action?
I don't know. What can I do with my minor action? Is there a fight defensively thing?
You can activate aim, you can guard up, you put your skill to an action, add a +1 or 2 of your choice to defense until the end of this round. However, you suffer the amount you choose as a penalty to all tests you make, even opposed tests for the remainder of the current round as well. So, if you guard up, you get 2 to your +2 or 1 to your defense. However, if you need to make a skill check or something on your turn, you suffer a -2 or 1, depending on you. You can also move, you can prepare.
Oh yeah, I guess I move. Yeah, I moved over there. So yeah, I moved and then cast the spell.
Oh, that's right, you did it. Okay, yeah. So, Olaf, as you watch as you watch Ares stab into the creature, you see out of the corner of your eye, curiosity, this black winged humanoid rush in, and as he flies over to the creature, all of a sudden a long whip of water comes out of his hand, and you see him brandishing it above his head as he comes charging at the creature. Top of the round, Harmony. As you're looking about and you see your friends rush into action, you are quickly reminded of your battle prowess and take your stance to get ready to act. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go behind Olaf and attack with my spear.
What's the reach of your spear?
12 feet.
Okay.
I have the pole arms talent.
Alright, so you just want to attack him over Olaf's head?
Yeah, it says I can go through friendly squares.
Alright, then go ahead and roll an attack. Alright, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Oh, my macro does damage. It did 4.
Oh, I see.
Come on, Olaf. Come on. Get his attention off of me. I'm gonna squish others.
I need 2. I need doubles. I need 2 on that stunt die.
You stab up into the upper collarbone of the creature. It cracks the bone, and you see it crumple. Some of the bits and bone dust crumple down onto Olaf as he's trying to cover himself with his shield. You guys are seeing that it's taking some damage. Olaf, you're up.
I shake my head to get the bone fragments out of my hair. I lower my head. I raise up my shield and I use my minor action to do the guard up thing for +2 defense.
Yep.
I swing my sword right at his midsection, right at the monster's midsection.
All right. You're gonna take a -2 to your attack here, but go ahead and roll.
Do I just click roll and then we'll just do it and fix it on the fly, or do I need to do it?
Yeah. Just hit it. We can do maths.
Dang it.
Ooh. That unfortunately will not hit. So you raise your shield as you try to hit in the midsection, but the creature is moving too fast, and it rears up to take a swing at something, and as you do, you just miss it. So you use your minor action to guard up, and then you attack. So that's the end of your turn.
Sorry, Barry, I didn't get that 2 on my stump die.
That's okay. It happens.
I was ready. I was ready for it. I was ready. I was going to use that threat and stunt. No dice.
Understandable. I've got some health, so we'll see what happens.
The creature rears back and stomps, and it moves its way in between all of you to get a better aim. It's gonna take 1 attack on all of you. First one to Harmony.
Yeah, that hits.
I knew I should have used the imposing spell stunt.
And he's gonna make that a mighty blow.
Ouch.
So you take 15 points of damage as the creature, with its surprisingly, one of its more long arms, rakes across your chest. Next attack is to Olaf. And it's broken again.
9, get that weakness out of here. Oh, 12. Still get that weakness out of here.
Olaf, you just bounce one of its bony fingers right off of your shield. Airy.
Uh, 12. That will hit.
No, Mary.
You take 7 points of damage as the creature uses its other lower arm and comes up below your stomach and just rakes upward towards your face. And the last one to Curiosity.
Not too bad. It's 4 points of damage.
That hits.
You take 10 points of damage as it takes his final and fourth arm and scratches you across, from shoulder to shoulder and tears open some of your robes. We'll end its turn. Vinda, you're up.
Okay. Okay, for my minor action, I am going to try to use Rewrite.
What does that spell do?
That sets up so that rounds equaling my willpower, I will have a one reroll available on any of my rolls.
Ooh, that's cool.
If okay, math. What? The thing didn't seem to do the total.
So what's the DC on rewrite? Target number is 11, and you rolled a 9. A 9 plus 3, so that's
12.
12.
Yeah, that would be 12.
So you succeed.
Okay. And then, if I can figure this spell out, Fabric of Fate. Complicated.
So go ahead and roll.
Do I have to choose how much to use before that? Before I roll? Or...
Yeah, choose how much you want to use before you roll. And go ahead and roll.
Considering how my rolls have been doing, I think I'll just go with the base 5 at the moment.
How many MP points are you spending?
The base 5.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, it looks like he also got 5 stunt points.
Yeah, and
Okay.
he needs to make a self-discipline check.
Ooh, I could use lethal spell.
What's your spell power? 13. So that will just succeed. So he just succeeds his save. But you go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So it's 1d3 plus penetrating, plus 1 penetrating, plus your intelligence, I believe. So for this spell, just type into the d20 1d3 plus 1. Roll that.
And what about the lethal spell?
Then go ahead and roll a d6 on top of that.
That's 2d6, it says?
Oh, lethal spell. I thought you said mighty. Lethal spell. Yeah, that will be 2d6. And then what is your willpower modifier?
My willpower is 3.
Okay, so then he will take 13 points of damage. Okay. As you all as soon as the creature finishes laying its blows, you see its form sort of shake and suddenly tear as it seems like almost like some of his the physical density of his bones turn to dust and peel off of his body and flow upwards behind him. Gorm, you see Vinda's eyes glow a deep purple as she twists reality and fate around this creature, and you just see her arms slowly twist around as this bone dust just peels off the creature, melting certain bones in place. Alright, so you used a minor spell, a major spell, so that's going to be your turn. Gorm, you're up.
Okay, so I will reload, which is a minor action, and I will fire. Also, is my dexterity over his?
What's your dexterity?
I believe, let me check again real quick. My dexterity is 2.
Yep, that is over, and that will hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's an extra d6, right, Barry?
Ah, max damage, nice.
It balances out in the end. But it's good, consistent damage at least.
Alright, Gorm. Inspired by Vinda's spell, you take careful aim of the creature and you lock eyes with it, with one of its glowing yellow socket eye areas, but it's like there's a void where its eye should be, and you release your arrow and send it through its skull. You see it crack in places around its head. Creature's starting to look pretty rough. Airy.
Take aim. With my short sword, and I will thrust towards his spinal column, try to hit the center mass of it, try to see if I can't hit anything vital.
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack.
You want to see if you can't hit anything vital?
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Something like that, and my dex is higher than his, right?
Indeed.
There we go.
Alright, you slam into the creature's spine with the damage it's already taken, and you hit in an area where some of Vinda already had peeled and melted the bone away from it, and as you slam, the lower legs crumple to the ground, and this creature that was once immense and almost was touching the ceiling crumples down to just a spine and 4 flailing arms. It's still coming after you, but it's looking like it's pretty much on the edge at this point.
Leaving it ready just for you, Curiosity. Let's see if you can't kill it.
Okay, I take my minor action to aim and then use Water Whip.
No, that won't hit. Surprisingly. Go ahead and roll damage. Wow.
And
This
stun
was,
points!
yeah, these are still spell stats.
I don't know.
Because you're
Um,
using magic to do
But
it.
it's a melee weapon, though.
It's
Yes, but
a
you're still
magical
using
weapon,
magic.
sort of? Hmm.
So, where essentially, like, it'll, like, if you use, like, lethal spell, it'll essentially will work the same way. But, like, because you're using your magical essence to power this weapon, and it is made out of magical essence.
Okay.
Yeah. My
Well, I
recommendation
guess I'll
would be
use
lethal.
lethal spell.
Alright, then, go for it. Alright, you rear back with your watery whip, which is really it's kind of a strange sight because, like a normal whip, it has a sort of a wave to it as you spin it around, but the whip itself is made of this water consistency that's moving back and forth, and it's kind of trippy if you're taking a second to look at it. But as you bring it up, you splash water across its already disintegrating bones, and as you smack the back of the creature, you just break apart whatever is holding it together, and bones just scatter across the floor as the creature falls limp before you all.
Gorm will quickly move over to his brother and see if he's okay.
I'm pretty good.
Can I use the heal action on myself?
Let me look it up.
Are you guys okay? What was that thing? Where did it come from?
Is the skull of this thing still intact, or is it crumbled?
Like, half of it is still intact, but like where Gorm had hit it with its arrow in the eye socket and a little bit of its jaw are just disintegrated. But there is a semblance of the jaw still lying on the floor.
Yeah, Harmony's gonna, like, even as it's crumpling, it's gonna run over and just, like, stomp on it.
Don't curiosity, and Ari will pat Curiosity on the back.
Thank you.
Curiosity, I'm going to say no because it's very, very clear that it's an ally you're working towards, and it doesn't say anything about being able to do it on yourself.
Do we know the rules for recovering ammunition?
How many arrows did you expend?
2. I'm assuming it might be like half or something.
Roll a percentile die for me. Just roll a D100.
Does anyone need any healing?
Yeah, you find one of the arrow that pierced the head. You find it scattered and still intact next to the head. The one that had went through one of its rib cages, you find still intact and also embedded in the wall behind it. Yeah, you can easily recover both of them.
Awesome.
Ari
Also,
will
just
wipe-
for future reference, if the arrow shafts are broken, I'll at the minimum recover the arrowheads. Assuming I can find them.
Yeah, okay.
Ari will wipe a little bit of the blood off and just say, I'm doing fine. Nothing too bad, just a scratch.
Gorm's like looking
I roll my eyes at
over.
at him and then try to use my healing hands cantrip on him. Okay, so the target number is 11. So I barely succeeded. So you recover the stunt die plus intelligence plus willpower. So you recover 9 health.
Like half of that.
Okay, then I go over to Olav and do the same thing.
Save it, I'm fine.
Okay, you recover 13 health.
So you have no respect for a patient's right to refuse treatment, then. Noted.
Shut up.
A patient? You're not my patient. You are my comrade.
Can I examine where this thing decided to pop out of the floor from?
Yeah, as you look down, you see a scattered floorboard, and what looks to be the remains of a trapped door. The furniture and the rug that were above this have been just either shattered, broken, or moved about the room. You see what looks to be like a broken latch just dangling in the darkness below. As your glowing companions come close, you see some stairs leading downward into a darkened room.
Looks like we do have some stairs. Possible more to investigate.
So if we're out of combat, how does me failing a healing check work? Can I just try again?
I believe they can only benefit from 1 healing a day.
Yeah, but they didn't benefit from it because I failed to succeed in it.
True. I will say you can try in a little bit. You're currently wounded and you're having a hard time focusing right now, so you're gonna need a second to kind of recover and catch your breath.
Okay. My other question is, has it been 24 hours since our excursion to the goblin camp? Or was that later in the night than this currently is on the next day?
No, it's been a day.
So we started the goblin adventure before whatever 8 p.m. it is now.
I mean, are you asking for like your magic points back?
Because my magic bandages last for 24 hours. I want to know if the magic bandages I created last night are still existing, because they're going to fade in a little bit, or they might have already faded.
Oh yeah, you've already had a rest and stuff. They've already faded.
Okay, so I only have the ones that I made this morning. Would someone be able to use these bandages to patch me up?
I'll do it.
Okay, I take the bandages, which I was wearing like a scarf, and hand them to you.
Out of character, where are you injured?
He has a large gash from one shoulder to the other. It's torn a significant amount of his robes away from him, and there's a lot of blood just across his chest area.
Okay, I apply the bandages to his wounds.
Okay, have to make an intelligence check.
No, I don't want to roll anything. I just succeed.
Okay, sounds good.
So wait, what's the intelligence check for?
See if he knows what he's doing.
Oh.
I would have offered a tiny fairy. I'm not sure how that would work.
It's like,
What's
hang
the D?
I waited a good 5 seconds for somebody else to step up, and then I got tired of waiting.
What's the DC on heal? I'm trying to find it in the
11.
book. Okay, so you have bandages on your wounded body, but as he tries to apply them onto you, he more just sort of like patchwork, like just kind of puts some bandages on and ties it off. It hurts more than it did before, and you're still bleeding.
So we're sure I don't have my bandages from yesterday? Because as if not used for one full day after they're created, the bandages disappear.
Roll a percentile. Roll 1d100. Rolled above a 50, so I will say yes. You still have them, but you get the feeling that they won't last for more than an hour.
Can I try? You think? I'm tiny. I don't know how that'll work, but
Does anyone know medicine at all? Or healing. Any sort of healing.
unfortunately, no.
oh boy.
Winter has a healing potion.
That she does.
I would feel very bad about using it while she's not here, though.
Thanks for the assistance, Olaf, although I feel like you need some pointers on using bandages.
Nonsense. That's a well-staunched wound.
Leaking from the bandage, yes.
That'll heal right up.
Oh yeah, the bandage.
Dear.
Any bandages touching the wound have already turned red.
Oh dear.
Can
And-
anyone else help me out here?
On that note, we're gonna take our 10-minute break.
Alright, good. It'll give me a chance to restart some few things. Alright. We'll see you in a few.
I tried to just
Our
succeed
first fight.
automatically, but you wanted to roll.
I didn't want to roll, I wanted a success.